You go to Costco for one thing, a chicken. $4.99. It has been that exact price since 2009, not a cent more. Rent went up, gas went up, your entire grocery bill doubled, and that one number never moved. Here's the strange part. Costco loses money on that chicken, tens of millions of dollars, every single year, and they do it on purpose. Their own finance chief said it out loud. When other stores were raising their chickens to $5.99, he said the company was, quote, willing to eat $30 to $40 million a year just to keep it at $4.99. Sit with that. A company the size of a small country chose to lose $40 million a year and then fought hard to keep losing it. Why would anyone do that? Because the chicken was never the point. There's a name for this trick. It's called a loss leader. You sell one thing below cost, not to make money on it, but to pull a body through the door. The cheap thing is bait. Everything else is the trap. Grocery stores have done it for 100 years. Milk, eggs, bread. The boring things you actually came in for, sold cheap, and placed as far from the entrance as possible. So you have to walk, past everything else. But Costco didn't just play that game. They went to war for it. To protect a $4.99 price tag, Costco spent around $450 million building its own chicken empire. A massive poultry plant in Fremont, Nebraska. Their own hatchery, their own feed, their own processing line. They decided they would rather control every chicken, from the egg to the rotisserie, than ever be forced to raise that price by a single dollar. And even that wasn't enough. That enormous factory only covers about 40% of the chickens they need. They sell so many that they built a plant the size of a town, and it still can't keep up. How many is so many? In 2023 alone, Costco sold 137 million rotisserie chickens. Now here's where they put it. Walk into any Costco and try to find the chicken. It's at the very back, past the televisions, past the patio furniture, past the giant tub of mayonnaise you definitely did not come here for. That is not an accident. That is the design. To reach your $5 dinner, you have to walk past a few hundred things you never planned to buy. And it works. The average Costco trip ends at around $114. People who came in for a chicken leave with a full cart. There's a quieter trick layered on top of that one. When you see a whole cooked chicken for $4.99, something shifts in your head. That price becomes your anchor, and suddenly everything else in the store feels reasonable. If the chicken is that cheap, the $40 olive oil must be a steal too, right? One unbelievable price makes 1,000 ordinary prices look generous. You stop checking, you start trusting, and a Costco you trust is a Costco you keep coming back to. But here's the thing, none of this, not the chicken, not the long walk, not the anchor. None of it is where Costco actually makes its money. That's the part almost nobody notices. Costco barely makes a profit on the things it sells you. Their margin on actual products is about 11%, razor thin on purpose. They run their store floor almost like a non-profit. So where does the money come from? The card in your wallet. That little membership card costs around $65 a year, and that fee, just the fee, makes up roughly 73% of Costco's entire profit. Read that again. Almost 3/4 of everything Costco earns has nothing to do with selling food. It comes from charging you for permission to walk in the door. In fact, some years, if you stripped out the membership fees, Costco would barely turn a profit at all. The store, the chicken, the hot dogs, the 137 million birds. All of it is the show. The membership is the business. And now, the chicken finally makes sense. The chicken isn't there to make money. It's there to make sure you come back next month, and the month after that. And when your card is about to expire, it's there to make renewing that $65 feel like the most obvious decision in the world. Lose $40 million on chicken, make billions on renewals. That isn't a loss. It's the cheapest, most effective marketing on the planet. And Costco has understood this for decades. There's a hot dog at the Costco food court, a hot dog and a soda, $1.50. That price has not changed since 1985, almost 40 years. It loses money, too. Everyone inside the company knows it loses money. A few years ago, a Costco CEO went to the founder, Jim Sinegal, and gently suggested they finally raise the price. Sinegal's answer became legend. He said, "If you raise the effing hot dog, I will kill you. Figure it out." He wasn't really being dramatic. He understood the whole machine. The $1.50 hot dog isn't food. It's a promise. It quietly tells you that this place is always on your side. And a customer who believes that renews their card without a second thought. So here's what's actually happening when you grab that $4.99 chicken. You think you're the customer, walking out with a steal. You're not the customer. Your renewal is. The chicken, the hot dog, the prices that feel too good to be true. They aren't gifts. They are bait, aimed with surgical precision at the only number Costco truly cares about. That little card in your wallet. It is, by design, the most profitable chicken on earth, and it earns that title precisely because it loses money. Now, none of this is a scam. Costco really is cheaper. That's the elegant part. The whole trick only works if the deal is actually real, but now you can see the other side of it. The next time you walk to the back of that warehouse, past all the things you didn't come for, to pick up a chicken that costs them more than you'll pay for it, you'll know exactly who's feeding who.